what's good? It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka Crazy Off. Hey, guess what? This your first time tuning in. Go ahead. Hit doggone subscribe button. Hit notification bell every time I post up new content. As you can see, I got my glasses on. And for those of y'all that actually really been watching my channel for a pretty good while, right? Y'all already know. When I have the glasses on, y'all already know it's some shit, some serious shit is about to go down. As you can see, I'm outside for this one because what I'm about to talk about, right? The house is not big enough. So actually, I really had to take this shit outside, as you can see, right? Because this pile of bullshit or whatever type of shit that you actually really want to call it, right? It's too big to fit in the corner where I always be pointing at, right? So now that we got that, I'm gonna keep my glasses on for this one, right? I mean, I get the fact I already know what the bullshit looks like, but I just feel like, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna keep these on just long enough, just because I motherfucker want to this time around. So, Project 2025, right? You know, I mean, I get the fact, when everybody was actually really talking about, well, if Trump get in office, this is what he gonna implement, right? But and y'all didn't want to have no dealings with Project 25 for most people. But I'm gonna tell you something. A famous rapper said this. He said, "Let's look at that word project. Another word for experiment. One side of the street is the church, across the road is a liquor store. Both of them keeping us poor, right? You don't know who said it. I already know a lot of y'all don't know who said it, but Chuck D, leader of Public Enemy, actually really said that after the interlude or after the song that Flavor Flav did called Yo Nigga, as far as like, I don't want to be called Yo Nigga, right? So let's actually really like let's take that little piece of material and then we're gonna actually like really create, or I'm actually like really gonna set the table for y'all to eat at, right? On why you motherfuckers are so late. What's good, big bro? Always one love. So for the most part, right? I'm gonna tell you that the project or the experiment, right, has been going on well before 2025 ever motherfucking happened. Go back, look at this country's history. From so-called George Washington being the very first one to do it, right? Until present day, right? Who has the project or the experiment been targeted towards to, right? And you raggedy motherfuckers actually really think that this shit is brand new. That is what kills me more than anything else. whether it's here at ground level or at home level, right? Which, again, have to go back to what President Trump said the enemy within, right? And so, once you actually really stop and look at all of this shit that goes on, right? Every president has had an agenda. Or let's just say that the agenda was already put in play. And then whoever made the agenda, right, really didn't give three shits and a lovely, really didn't give three shits and a lovely good goddamn who was in office. Or then again, maybe they did, right? Because I look at it like this. What was Obama's agenda? Or what was his project? I can tell you quite honestly what his project was. His project was to allow gays, put it like this, let the alphabet soup come in the army, and for the most part, right, it actually really upgraded to what the fuck the project that President Clinton, aka Slick Willie, as far as what the fuck we used to call him as government, did here in the state of Arkansas. And let's not talk about the millions upon millions of dollars that he gave to those so-called Middle Eastern countries, right? And then let's just look at the previous project that just happened. Let's look at Project 2020. Biden and Harris, right? Let all these illegal aliens come in. And so they already knew. They already knew, right? They already knew what the fuck was going to happen. But guess what the fuck happened? They brought all of these illegal aliens in, right? Just like what I told y'all last night or whenever the fuck I did that show, right? Gave them $5,000. 2,500 of that was grocery. The other 25, you did whatever the fuck you want to do. Moving residents out of their home or putting them up so tough that they made the actual residents in the city of Chicago jealous as fuck. Now, if that ain't a goddamn project or a motherfucking experiment, I don't know what the fuck is. Right? You a rat. Or matter of fact, let's just say you a dog. We already know who the fuck your owners are. But that whole backyard back there belong to you. Let another dog come in your backyard. What the fuck you gonna do as a dog? But then when your master say, hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't do that. What project, what experiment? Listen, these motherfuckers, they already had this shit in play. But y'all want to holler Project 2025, right? See, a lot of motherfuckers, they're like, I keep telling y'all, whether that Trump came up with this idea himself or the higher ups came up with it, right? It took you Trump put a number on it. And now y'all want to sit up there like, oh, like this shit is brand new. No, people, this shit ain't never been brand new. It ain't never been brand new, people. And then y'all wonder why I call y'all next Tuesday, motherfuckers. Raggedy motherfuckers, ignorant motherfuckers, dumbass motherfuckers. Whatever the fuck I feel like putting in the front of the word motherfucker, that's what y'all are. So So the $64,000 question is this, right? How long has the project or the experiment been going on, people? Before Trump said, hey, guess what? I'm going to put a number on this. Because, see, I'm going to tell you something about certain people. People can look at you and they just know that, put like this, you don't know the difference between your head and the hole in the ground, right? Ain't had pussy since pussy had you. Don't know what a dick look like. Ain't never seen a female naked or whatever the hell that you actually really want to put in front of it, right? Somebody got to go out there and say, hey, look, tell these motherfuckers what an ass look like on a female, right? Tell them what an actual what an actual female is, or what an actual what a man is. Actually, like really tell them that okay, money ain't been worth shit since August 15th, 1971. People get sent out for that. Tell people that 9/11 was an inside job, that this shit was brought down on purpose, right? Motherfuckers been telling y'all that all goddamn day long, right? But what the fuck y'all do? Oh no, they wouldn't do that. They don't, right? Because put it like this. Yeah, the crazy uncle call you ragging the motherfucker all goddamn day long, right? But just know that that motherfucker that is actually really seen every day, every second of every day, can tell you the exact same shit, and you motherfuckers, right, won't budge, won't do shit, right? And then I just named off a couple of things. So let's look at the whole call, like the Civil Rights Voting Act, or before that shit even happened, right? The so-called grandfather clause, meaning that if your grandfather was a slave, right, that you couldn't vote. Well, let's just look at it like this: how many of us were slaves? How many of y'all right now can actually really go to, if they still living? How many of y'all can act? Well, damn, you know what? Oh, I'm sorry, because ain't no such thing as a grandma no more, right? And then for those that are actually really still around, right? That shit is like gold. You really got to go find them. But how many of them are actually really gonna say? How many of them are they gonna actually really say? Okay, well, did you have to go through slavery? Right? Did you ever get off a boat? Did great grandma get off of a boat? Or did great grandpa get off of a boat? Right? In shackles? Nine times they're gonna tell you that 9 times out of 10 they're gonna tell you hell no. So that's a project. The MK Ultra project, if you will. See, it's a lot of projects out there, people. And for those of us that actually really know, right, we'll know that there are different projects out there, right? But it's just for the simple fact, right? Not to say that a lot of people are not actually really coming out and saying this, but it's funny. It's extremely funny. Matter of fact, it's motherfucking hilarious that since Trump put a goddamn number on it, here y'all come, right? Now, if y'all want to put this, put like this, if y'all want to put all this shit on Trump, then hey, by all means. Now, whether it was his motherfucking idea to actually really come up and say, hey, guess what? We got to put a number on this, right? Or it could have been something where that the higher ups, the elite 120, as I call, matter of fact, that number probably went up since then, right? But my whole deal is this. Whether you want to call them the elite 120, the elite 180, 260, 360, whatever the fuck the case may be, right? Somebody told Trump to act like, right, hey, guess what? We're going to put a number on this one and see if they catch it then. And then for all you so-called black folks that actually really think that Trump is like, oh, he don't like black folks. But how come motherfucking a whole bunch of black folks voted for him? Right? And see, and you know what? And then speaking of another project, let's look at project, what was it, 2024? We had the two people, right? And so for the most part, let's just say that I'm speaking at base model right now. Every motherfucking 4 years, right? We get presented two different types of shit. One is solid, one is running. But for the most of y'all, unlike some of us, we could be like, okay, it's still shit, right? But you motherfuckers are actually really be like, okay, well, that shit is different than that one. So I'm gonna pick that one. Motherfucker, it's still shit, okay? The project that happens every motherfucking 4 years, as far as like the presidential campaign goes, and then every 2 years when the motherfuckers actually really show up in office. So again, what about the project that happens every motherfucking 4 years or 2 years? When it's the same every goddamn year, whether it's solid shit, running shit, right? It's still shit, right? Regardless who shit that shit out, right? But if you a motherfucking fly, it ain't gonna fucking matter to you no goddamn ways. You looking at this in fact, oh, it's shit or rotten food. Take your motherfucking pick, people. But just like I say, but here's the deal. The shit what I'm getting at is this. Project 2025. It took somebody to put a goddamn number on it for you motherfuckers to actually really realize what the fuck is going on. And then just like I said, y'all wonder why the crazy uncle called y'all the names that I call y'all. This ain't just one big ass project. This shit been going on forever and a day. Just like y'all motherfuckers think that AI just showed up. AI been around for forever and a motherfucking day. Just like goddamn social media. All this shit been around more than a motherfucking day. Just because you got access to this shit, don't make this shit brand fucking new. It don't, people, right? And these so-called AI robots. Come out. Well, you can't tell the difference. Well, no shit, motherfucker. Cause put like this. If I'm a dumb motherfucker, right? And then I go create some shit, right? And I put my knowledge into what the fuck I just created. Guess what the fuck just happened? I'm a dumb motherfucker and I just created another one. The only difference is I cut this bitch off manually. But then again, if you actually stop and look at us, as human beings, right? Shit, we can be cut off manually, right? Whether it's in a physical sense or whether it's physical sense, spiritual sense, put it like this. However, it was meant for your ass to go out. Guess what? Your ass finna leave. You ain't got shit to do with it. But this is what the fuck that the powers that be or the powers that shouldn't be, this is what they do to y'all. Or us at one point. But see, the thing about it, I know better. I'm a little bit better at this shit than what the fuck I was. So yeah, Project 2025. Okay, okay, okay. Now, what y'all gonna do about the previous shit? You know, because I can't do nothing but laugh. Because 9 times out of 10, which I already know is not gonna be motherfucking possible, right? But my thing is this, because some blacks are devil too, right? Because whoever them did Project 25, just know all white folks wasn't in. Put like this, it wasn't all white folks. It was all so-called white folks. Some black folks was in that shit too, right? Just like in every other motherfucking project since this country has existed, right? Y'all motherfuckers want to pick and choose. Or let's just say that the powers that be or the powers that shouldn't be, they give y'all shit to choose. And then just know they in there on a big ass table, right? For those that can actually really be there for the meeting. Everybody else, that shit is on CTC. And they just said, okay, what bullshit plan we gonna put out today for these motherfuckers that actually really jump and bite on it, and where we can actually really watch the country split up more than what the fuck it already is. And they come up, I'm telling you, this is what the fuck they do, right? And then they pick this, so they say, oh, we gonna do AI, knowing damn well that you as a human being has been programmed with AI. Everything that what the fuck we know right now is by them bastards that actually really set this shit up. As far as like the educational system, everything that motherfucker that you are actually really part of right today, this is what the fuck is happening. So we are AI. But then here's the deal. They didn't came to the fact and said, okay, well, these motherfuckers eventually they gonna die off, not knowing that the motherfuckers that you just created or whatever, guess what? They gonna die off too. So my thing is, where you going? Where you going with this? Like really? Where y'all going? Where y'all going? Y'all going to the bathroom? And then, oh, my bad. Then AI gonna fuck you up, right? Because you gonna go here when you should went over there. So so put it like this. For those of us that actually really been around for a while, y'all actually already know what the fuck I'm talking about. But then again, I'm the crazy uncle. So I might not actually really come off in a certain way that you're not used to, right? Somebody might have to translate for you. But it's just for the simple fact, right? It's the reason why I only got 79 subscribers, right? Because I have no filter. I have no filter. Plain and simple. You come on my channel, you say whatever the fuck you want on my channel, right? You call me stupid motherfucker all you wanna. Boy, I want you to actually really think about this shit real good, right? Watch my shit all the way through before you fix your mouth to actually really say something that you're gonna regret. Because 9 times out of 10, if you put it in the comments, I'm gonna see it. Then I'm gonna check you on it, and then whatever motherfucking show that I do after that, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do a show on your ass. So for the most part, just know this. Stop and think real good before you step up to the crazy uncle, because it's just for the simple fact. I actually go back and I watch all my videos. Y'all don't like it. Y'all won't comment, but a lot of y'all don't like it. Put it like this: a lot of y'all will watch it. Only a few will like it, but nobody would ever comment, except for that one. Except for that one, and it was only after after the further review video. Go put it like this: if you're interested, go back, watch that. Uh, Not that I'm actually really trying to downplay anybody, right? But just know this: when the crazy uncle cuts, I cut deep. I cut real deep. I cut Mariana's Trench deep. So just know when I cut your ass, right? 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna actually really survive that cut. But in either case, regardless of what I just said, as far as like how I do shit, but my thing is this, right? Every day, every day is a motherfucking project that's actually like really that happens. Matter of fact, as we speak, the motherfuckers at the CDC down in Atlanta, Georgia, what motherfucking projects or experiments do you think that's going on right now, right? That is actually like really gonna make us divide even more than what the fuck that we are right now, or they actually really creating some shit right now that they know they will kill. And then here come the lab rats, right? And so when you actually really will look at it like that, right? And then, okay, put that shit on a bigger scale. The lab rats have now become humans, right? And then the biggest challenge right now is this so-called AI bullshit. So now it's two lab rats in the same environment, right? Now the rat trying to figure out, okay, well, who the fuck are you? Just like put like this, we've been trying to figure out, we've been asking that question since goddamn day one. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? And who the fuck are you? Before so-called AI even came into existence, right? But if you don't know no goddamn better, project after project after project after motherfucking project will happen. And then if you don't like the word project, which get in your car, you'll find one. Hell, where the fuck I live in? Where the fuck I live in right now is a goddamn project. Which is also a motherfucking experiment. Which these motherfuckers said, okay, look, let's get a whole bunch of them, regardless of color, put them in one area of a city, and let's just see how they motherfucking react. And then if we as the police ain't gotta go there, we can actually like really mark that off as a good project or a good experiment. And so just know that once I leave out of this, right, I can either go up, put it like this. It's 3 liquor stores that I can actually really go to right now that's within 10 miles, right? I can go to the one that's actually really closest to me, but just I already know that once I walk into that store, right, they gonna look at me as like, okay, we ain't never seen you before, which shouldn't motherfucking matter when it comes to money. But then once I actually really start looking around and seeing the same shit that I could get further up the road, right? I get in there and that shit high as giraffe pussy. So again, I thought it was a piece of cheese. It was, but it was too tough for me. So I go up the road a little bit, right? Same piece of cheese, right? But it don't cost as much. And it may indeed taste a little bit better, right? Where the fuck you think I'm going? Especially, and but then just know this: between the liquor store where the shit is high as giraffe pussy, and the other one, right? Just know that it's a gas station in between those two liquor stations, right? Oh, you need some gas. And then who's to say if the gas ain't watered down? Just putting shit out there, right? So, hey, so again, the project or projects has always happened, right? Y'all motherfuckers wasn't, apparently y'all wasn't paying attention. And then Trump said, hey, guess what? Let's put a number on it and see how they react. And look at how you motherfuckers are reacting. So here's a project for you. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door, cross street, round the corner, Paulus Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Tell them to subscribe. Tell them to subscribe, right? And if they do, I already know the result of the project. Till next time.